Tonight, there's a crisis affecting our community. More young people taking their own lives. News 5 understands how difficult conversations about youth suicide can be.
Well, it sure is a tough topic here. So throughout this entire story, we are going to leave the phone number for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline on your screen if you or a loved one may need some help. 5 on your side investigator Joe Paganakis with more now on what's behind the tragic trend and what we can do to stop it.
Rob, the latest youth risk behavior survey from the Case Western Reserve University School of Medicine outlines the growing numbers. The survey now showing nearly 30% of Northeast Ohio middle school students dealing with sadness and depression. And it has local crisis prevention agencies discussing the social media connection.
One of the biggest challenges right now in the United States is the suicide rate for 10 to 14-year-olds.
Northeast Ohio's LifeAct battling against the increase in teen suicide. The agency hosting teen classroom discussions at dozens of Northeast Ohio schools. And because of LifeAct's effort, 2,500 students came forward asking for help last year alone. The agency seeing more and more impact caused by the relationship between teen depression and social media.
And I think that social media is pushing down the age of the kids who are being impacted.
Cleveland's Frontline Services providing crisis response for teens has also seen the social media impact.
Suicide rates across race and ethnicity and age in this country, for half the country, 25 states, increased 30%.
The growing issue of teen depression in Northeast Ohio quantified in this just-released Case Western Reserve School of Medicine Youth Risk Behavior Survey by Dr. Erica Trappel. Polling nearly 13,000 local middle school students, showing 28% of students had feelings of sadness or hopelessness for a 2-week or more period of time.
It captures really from the kids' perspective what they're experiencing. It tells us how they're feeling from their own mouths onto a piece of paper.
Adams Board CEO Scott Osicki, who helps to plan, fund, and monitor mental health issues in Cuyahoga County, believes social media sets up a slanted picture that nearly everyone's life is wonderful nearly all the time.
So what that can do to somebody who perhaps is feeling lonely would actually make them feel more lonely and thinking, gee, my life isn't the same as everybody else's.
They need the teen perspective. The teen point of view is really important.
LifeAct Youth Advisory Board President Cammie Kay says social media creates high expectations on lifestyle and how a teen should look.
And that's just not realistic, and people don't know how to love themselves and who they are because they're taught that who they are is not what you're supposed to look like.
Cammie bringing her message of strength to Northeast Ohio teens who may be dealing with cyberbullying and depression.
That's kind of LifeAct's mission, is we need to help you get help. And don't be afraid of it. And you're not a lesser person for feeling like this.
And it's a continuing message LifeAct has given to more than 30,000 teens at hundreds of Northeast Ohio schools over the past 16 years. Reporting live here in the Tech Center, I'm 5 on your side investigator Joe Paganakis.
And LifeAct is hosting its 15th annual Into the Light Walk to raise suicide prevention awareness this coming Sunday, May 5th. The walk will be held at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. Registration begins at 6 p.m. Gates open at 6:30 with speakers, and the walk starting at 7:30. More information can be found on news5cleveland.com.